Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to Blueprints. It is day 12 and episode 13, and after a couple days away from the game, I'm coming back to it and being like, am I off my rocker? Are my theories all wrong? In the last episode, we messed around with the time lock safe in the shelter and struck the heck out repeatedly. Good news, start each day with 2 gems, 70 footsteps. That's better than we started with. So I'm going to go to the outer room, figure out what's out there, and then we have one more day of Blessing of the General, by the way. And then we're going to I feel like I'm sprinting super slow. Is this the normal sprint speed? What was I going to say? We're going to look for any and all clues towards the date that we started on in this game. Now, Tomb is very interesting. Hovel is also very interesting. Oh boy, what kind of run do we want this to be? Let me crack open a sparkling water and let's get down to it. I do not have a lot of footstep bonuses. And I have a gem bonus currently. 2 gems to start with. And frankly, if I'm going to be drafting red rooms with the general blessing thingy, a lot of those steal footsteps. So let's go Tomb and see what it's about first off. Oh, that's weird. Oh, the camera in this... Oh, I do not like the camera in this room. That is such a very specific thing to hate. But if I push right, it like flips my body around. Oh boy. Okay. The Tomb. What do we got in here? Some braziers. Oh boy. Are these statues of the things in the chapel? What the hell is that? I don't know what's going on in this game, period. 2 candles. Some missing like bricks. That brick's just glitched into the wall. That brick is also glitched into the wall. Is this like a platform 9 3/4? Oh, hello. Platform 9 3/4 situation where you can just like walk in between 2 arches and just disappear? So far, I think I have seen 3 different candle stands. Nah, that's not true. I've seen 2 different kinds. They're just lit and unlit. Okay, we got a dig spot. Okay. Why would you have a statue? What the fuck? Hold an item. And that item be a broom. Like an angel, an angelic carved statue. Sculpture, one of the most time-consuming elements of craft to work in. Is that a riding crop? What is it? Are you wearing a jockey's hat? Is that what's going on? I have a list. Oh, I did have jockey written down as one of the things. I have a list where I have numbers for each of these things. Tomb is fucking huge. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, buckle the fuck up. Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the Tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end, or is it? I mean, this tells me what I thought I knew already, which is that if I had to guess, it's saying dead end. Each time you draft a dead end, money is spread down here. But it's not a dead end because there's a puzzle to be solved, which I'm guessing is going to open some sort of step or walkway or something. Let's go to the center first. If I had to guess how to solve this puzzle, I would have 2 guesses. What the fuck are you? First guess would be you have to do some... Oh, shit. You have to do something that lights up all of the candles. So let's take a picture while we're here. And then I'll keep the picture up on my phone. And we'll go hit some buttons. Like these. Does that change anything? If it's a, like, light all the candles thing, that's one way to solve it. My other idea is, like I said, hit these buttons and then open some, open a walkway somewhere, you know? I have to admire the art style of this game in one specific way. Since everything looks sort of cobbled, pun intended maybe, cobbled together. Like that right there. That's a small texture of a stone block that sticks out from the wall, but it shouldn't be there because this block is already there. The way things just don't look real makes everything look like a puzzle, or everything looks suspicious. And if everything looks, that's what it is. It makes everything look suspicious. And if everything looks suspicious, then everything is possibly a puzzle. And if everything is possibly a puzzle, then everything is possibly a solution. And guess what? I'm gonna lose my fucking mind playing this game. I do love it though. I do love it. Okay, what's the deal with this? There's gotta be something, right? You have to do something to uncover that? Hell if I know, dude. We're just looking for literally any change at this point. My assumption would be that there is one of each of the 8 statues. 7 statues, whatever it is. 7 statues? Oh. I don't have a magnifying glass. Okay, we'll get one eventually. So this is wow. Wow, this is his tomb. Simon, so here's where it all ends, at least for me. And all of the picturesque places, sorry, my nose is itching like crazy. Apologies. And of all the picturesque places in this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. Family font, by the way. Family fountain or family font, because things are written in different fonts in this game. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page? What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? This is actually really beautifully written. In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break, these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric. And so, and to, in turn, and so, and lo, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. As is tradition, Herbert S. Sinclair. What the fuck? Herbert, I thought the other letter was very normal. I wish I had a magnifying glass. This one is very different. I partially wonder if it's different because it contains some sort of clue inside of it. I don't know. The thing I'm sitting here thinking is, the if-then statement here is the part that actually most confuses me. Herbert S. Sinclair says tradition chains us as much as it the importance of tradition chains us and makes us less free. Then says, if by morbid example this crypt makes an impression on you, if this letter plants in you a seed of hope, if my words grant you strength to bend the chains, then I would cherish this tomb even more than the wondrous woods. So I think what Herbert S. Sinclair is saying in a very wordy and flowery way that is not particularly clear is my being buried here would be worth it if you were the one to break it. But this part's confusing. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be effective as they are theatric. That last line is very confusing to me in terms of this specific moment, and not at all confusing in terms of the whole game, because this whole game is one grand gesture that might be effective and might be theatric. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with this fucking game, dude? Also, for a second there, I slipped into Slay the Princess mode. I was like, oh, we need to very, very, very close read this letter. And we kind of probably should, but, you know. I did my time with it. We'll call that good for now. Big spot. Couple candles. These crates are weird. Nothing here, but I'm guessing coins will go on these things as we draft dead ends. Okay, let's do one thing. There's also not all that many tombs in here. Like, I don't think we're seeing the whole thing. Because Herbert S. Sinclair is like, you know, my grandpa before me, my dad and then my grandpa, etc. But there's only 2 tombs in here. Okay, let's do a couple things. Let's go check the candles. They're the same. Let's raise all of these. And then let's try to do them in the order that I saw them in the place, which I think might be tough, honestly, until I go back and take a closer look, because I'm not entirely sure that I have perfectly figured out which of these people is which, but I think all of the things should be raised now. You're raised. Okay. So my notes say 1 gardener. cook. 1 gardener, 2 cook. I mean, that's a hoe. But 3 is farmer. So do we think that's the gardener? Or do we think that's the gardener, this is the farmer, right? Pitchfork is farmer, hoe is gardener. Let's go down. We need the cook. Down. We need the farmer. Then, thank God I took better notes. We need the maid black suit slash hat slash duster. This could be a duster. After that is maid with broom. Then jockey. Then shield scepter king. So yeah, I think we've got the order. Now, if this does anything, that's a whole other question. 1. Maid. Maid with broom. Jockey. Oh, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Love it when I solve a puzzle. Because solutions are hard to come by in this game. Let's freaking go. Where's this go? And did I lose another step? I don't think so. A skull. An arrow is interesting. That's a scythe. Okay, that's terrifying. Now, this is the other tombs we were looking for. Yeah, this is like maybe the rest of the... Why are the skulls outside of the tombs? Shouldn't the skulls be inside of the tombs? Just, you know, hypothetically thinking here. That's terrifying. That's fucking scary. What the fuck is this? What the hell? Underground map? I need to remember to favorite these photos so that they go into my folder. Oh my god, a reservoir, a BA, an excavation tunnel, 7. It's a piece of pizza. It's a pizza with 7. This is a spiral stairs. This is 3, 2. What the fuck, bro? Okay, that's good. We took a photo of it. That's very good for me. Oh, I didn't even think about the fact that, of course, there would be another. Arm to lower. Some people got too much money. I'm just gonna say it. Eat the rich. Herbert S. Sinclair. You might have been a weirdo in life. You might have been a nice guy. I don't know. You might have been philanthropic as hell. But the fact that this bat cave exists means you had too much money. Nobody should have statues that do that stuff. Now, what did we just hear about this shit? Now, what did we just hear about this thing? There's an old abandoned mine cart with a cart in the way, right? Oh boy, there's a lot of things going on down here. Oh boy, welcome to a... Oh boy, is that 7? Probably, right? We are losing some footsteps. Is it possible to fall damage? Die to fall damage? No? Well, I'll be... Oh, so this is interesting. This is a key. I understand. There's floors. There's a rotating thingy. You can only walk out. Okay. Well, that's interesting. How do I make it rotate? This isn't going to work because it doesn't go very far. Does this go far enough that I can squeak past? Nope. Is it one of those things where I can grab it from the side? Nope. Like this? Nope. So I can't actually get in there right now. I have to pull this out and hope that I'm unlocking a future puzzle. Because having it out is fine. If it's out, this is the position to leave it in. Because if it's out, I can always just walk up to it and push it. Unless, does this have a handle on the other side? If it doesn't have a handle on the other side, then I might have trapped myself in there if I make the wrong decision later. But I think that's the correct decision to make, knowing what we know right now and risking what we might be risking. Okay, is this the pizza slice? Take a look at the map. Is this the pizza slice? This is almost certainly the pizza slice. This is 7. And by pizza slice, I mean pizza. Oh, baby, by the way. 7 means it is the whoa. This is the torch chamber. God damn it. I knew I was going to have to get all the, what does that say at the top? Gel points? Dreams? Angel points. The way towards your dreams. Down? Upgrade disc. What does that mean? Angel. Assuming that says the angels point. The angel points to your dreams. They start by pointing up. You point them down. Okay, this is our key. So what we have here is. I'm so fucking excited. I called it out from the letter, didn't I? I should have taken a photo of the letter. God damn it. I called it out from the letter. The family font has to mean the family fountain. We haven't really seen a family fountain. We've seen bird fountains. We've seen the fountain out front. We've seen bird baths. But this right here says fountain entrance. And 5, and that's right here. So if we were to combine these two pieces of do they combine? Oh my god, they combine. BRB, opening Photoshop. What the hell? BRB opening Photoshop? I had to do this in one other game. I've done this before. This is not the first game to make me open Photoshop and take screenshots of stuff in order to Sorry, I was taking a screenshot. I don't know if that froze my recording software or not. It's not the first game I've played where I had to... Does that say 10? Buried floor plan? Dude, I can't keep up with this game fast enough right now. Holy shit, that says buried floor plan. To north lever? Like antechamber lever? Long story short, I've played a game before that had me use Photoshop. And I will show you on screen as I do it, don't worry. But I am trying to think how I want to do this. I need to go back and take a screenshot in the game of the other map so that I can use it on this thing, right? Okay, be ready to be flashbanged. There we go, beautiful. So if I were to actually, let me go ahead and turn this off real quick so I don't accidentally dox myself. Let me go ahead and import a photo. Sorry, by import, I mean add an image. I'm gonna, oh boy, this is exciting. This is so exciting. So I'm not gonna go back and take a screenshot of the old map. I'm just gonna send it to myself from my phone. I'm gonna go to my desktop. I'm gonna grab the other piece of the map. Chuck it on there. I'm going to grab my other... I know you guys can't see this right now, but I will show you in 2 seconds, I promise. Show you in 2 seconds, I promise. Send the file. This is where we're at so far. I'll just show you right now. We're going to make this map. We're going to make it together. We're going to combine the pieces. I don't own Photoshop for nothing. And by own Photoshop, I mean fucking pay for it every single goddamn month. Because Adobe is a trash piece of shit company. What? What? Let me go ahead and move this photo to my desktop so that I have it. Did it work? I can't tell. Beautiful. It did. Okay, this is so bad. All right, here we go. We got two pieces of the map. Oh boy. So I'm not amazing at Photoshop, but I do know. What if we were to edit the contents and we were to grab it with a little bit of a selection tool and mask this shit so that it lines up. We want to grab all of the image that we want. Oh my god. It's just so funny that we're playing Photoshop. Select and mask. Okay. Hit that. File save. In here, we should have that. Hell yeah. So now we go here. Do the exact same to part 2. And then we get to do this next time we encounter a part. Because those two pieces definitely match up. And there's definitely going to be more pieces. At least one more piece. There's whatever's up here. Also, probably, I don't know, maybe more. Okay, does this look nice and clean? Not perfect, but fine enough. As long as the edges look decent. I want it to be clean because I don't know. There was a thing that said 10. And the thing that said 10 was like handwritten in. And so I'm a little nervous that it's going to be sort of hard to see. So we'll go ahead and hit select. Okay. Mask. I didn't include the rowboat. We should probably include the rowboat. Perfect. File. Save. Can't save it back to its original pieces. What did that say? Shit. Oh no. Flatten. That's easy. Flattening is a layer thing, right? Oh boy. Flatten image. Perfect. I do know a little bit of Photoshop. That's not good though. I don't want it that way. Okay. Well, I'll be right back. I'm going to go figure this out. Be right back. Okay. We've got it. We have 2. They're not going to be perfect because I took them on different, in fact, they're going to look like dog shit because I took them on different, one of them is a phone picture and the other one is a, screenshot I took on my actual PC, but thankfully the angles are not bad. They line up almost perfectly. And I kind of like the fact that they don't look quite perfect. They just still don't look quite perfect. I could probably play around with this for a while. Probably the angle I took it at my my phone with. Okay, we'll call that good for now. So we have Reservoir. We have Fountain Entrance is 5. 3 is Cliffside Exit. Which I think I actually know what this could be. I think this could be... First off, Fountain Exit. Is this the fountain out front of the house? I think we have to assume it could be. Speaking of the front of the house, Cliffside Exit. If you stand at some of the, like, cliffs and look down to the bottom right, if you face Mount Holly and look down to the bottom right, there are some things that stick out from the wall. I wonder if that's it. Minecart should be like right here. This 4. Concealed entrance. That's here. Don't know. Could be. I mean, shouldn't be where we came in because we haven't been to any of this stuff at all. Foundation elevator. Foundation. Of course, we have the foundation in the game, and we have not. We've not figured out the elevator. So that's that. God, we may have put our foundation in a terrible place. I'm not sure. Tomb entrance. This is on stuff we haven't seen yet. Torch chamber is the thing we're standing in actually. Rotating gear, no idea. To north lever, we don't know. There's also a reservoir, and it has a boat in it. And also, like, a pier. Maybe a couple piers. Excavation tunnel. So, and we're about to come up to the reservoir. So, let's set this aside for now. I'll drag it to the other screen. We can keep referencing it if we really want to. And play the game. Also, an upgrade disc. We love to see that. Love to see that. Now, this is interesting. There's a little thing in the middle here. It kind of makes me think of a... None of them are lit. It kind of makes me think of a key, a locking key. There's these pieces down at the bottom, which look like almost the tines of a key. And then these right here almost look like a key viewed lengthwise. I'm not sure. I'm guessing it probably has to do with the other room we were just in. But I guess we'll find out. Reservoir. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. So, first and foremost, is there anything to find before we try and cross this water using the boat? Can I cross the water using the boat? No? You know I should be able to walk out on that, get on this boat, and go across. Come on. Is the water level too high? What's in the water? Anything? Nothing. Okay. Well, we're striking out, but to even know that this shit exists is very exciting to me. Oh, no. The water level is too high. Do we know of anything that affects the water level? Is that a crazy question? Didn't we hear about some water rooms, aquarium, pool? It was in one of the books. God damn, we still don't know so much about this game. We still don't know so much about this game. Any parents currently watching this series? That heart, that sinking feeling in your chest when you look at the baby monitor and your child is sitting up in bed, whining instead of crying instead of sleeping like you thought they were. Oh boy. We'll see. She just laid back down. Maybe we're still good. Okay, let's just take one more look here. Let's burn this in our brain. Let's burn whatever it is we're doing up here in our brain. Just see what it looks like. It has 2 rooms. So it's got 2 rooms that have... Sorry, 2 walkways. 2 walkways. That one looks fancy. That one I can't see. That one has a lantern and a something on it. The rest of them have like pedestals almost. Like little speaking pedestals. Down. This needs to go up. I get it. This needs to go up. Because there are... No? I thought maybe there were also rooms up there. Like, there's 2 things that have walk... I don't fucking know. Okay, well, we're going to try moving this thing out and seeing if we get into the foundation from another direction. It seems that the foundation is a, like, you can enter it from potentially multiple places, including... Sorry, I said the foundation. I meant the underground. You can enter it from the foundation. You can also enter it from, potentially the... Like, you know... The fountain? I don't know. The cliffside? It said cliffside exit, not cliffside entrance, so. I have to go all the way back out. Oh boy. Exciting stuff. Let's go upstairs and start the game proper. Was one of those lit? I don't know. Start the game proper. We're going to be down to like 59 footsteps, but that's fine. If we draft any dead ends, we can come back and get a lot of money. And now we know of the existence of a whole underground area that apparently does not count as the 46th room, although I guess that's because the tomb counts as one of the first 45. But let's do it. Now, there was just a lantern on the thing back there, wasn't there? If we get a magnifying glass, we also have to go back to the tomb, because once you've read a... Holy shit, I don't know how far into this episode we are, but... We just are drafting our second room of the day, but our you know, first room of the day. Let's do bedroom. What's our goal here? I don't know. This whole episode is a win for me no matter what. Pry and pray, by the way. That's the name. I don't know what to make of that shit. Pry and pray. Okay, nothing here. Chapel. Could get us to the left, which is nice. Let's try it. We'll lose a little bit of money. That's okay. We haven't drafted any dead ends yet, though. We do need a red. I'm all over the place right now, by the way. My brain and this run probably cooked. I don't know what my strategy is at all. I'm just thinking about the foundation and etc. We gotta get that elevator to work, you know? Okay, here's my thought. We are on our last I was about to say here's what we should try today, but I feel like that in this game that's always a mistake. Just take what the game gives you. But we're looking for places we can read what day it is. We're looking for putting red rooms on every row, every rank. Rank and file. Rank. We are confused about the observatory constantly. We are... What else are we looking for? Garage would be great for being able to get back to the tomb. We also have... plan and plane. AE. We also have... Sorry, my brain got distracted real quick. We have more information about where green rooms are drafted. More likely to happen. Trunk is locked. Okay. Let's go here first. Oh, boy. Parlor would be sort of a dumb call here. Guest bedroom gets us both steps and coins in the tomb. Let's do it. I don't know. Seems great. There's also a letter, which might tell us something about this game. Dessert and desert, AES. That's the exact same start as last time. Magnifying glass. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to be a win already. We're going to get the new... we're going to get the new... stamp. Going to get the new stamp. KL. We know a Kimberly Thompson, but we don't know a KL. Okay. No date on it, right? No date. Okay. So, let's go the other way, I guess, for now. I don't want to lose too much money, but I do want to... Parlor here, I think, would be awesome. Is there a reason to draft commissary? We have magnifying glass. That's the important thing. Early commissary could be nice, but we have to go through the chapel to get it. That's fine. We don't have any keys, which kind of sucks, but we're going to probably go back to the entrance hall pretty soon anyways. Let's take parlor. I just don't want to miss parlor, and it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed, I tell you. Dates. May the 2nd. M. Lowry. Okay. Nothing. Only one box is true. That could be true, but we don't know it to be true. Only one box contains gems. That we know to be true. The gems are in the white box. Only one box has a prize. It also does not say gems, which I thought it did say, so that's interesting. Also, crow and row. AESC. I'm trying to look at the rooms themselves to be like, what does the C entail? What does A entail? What does E entail? If this isn't Wordle, and I'm trying to solve a puzzle in that way, what do they mean? I don't know. Does E... It was E for den. There's an E in den. I don't know. Only one box is true. We don't know that to be true. This one we know to be true. So one of the other two must be false. Which means both of these have to be false. Because if this one is true, this one by definition cannot be true. So that means they are both false. The gems are not in the white box. Wait. Did I just freaking... Oh, no. Did I just lose... Did I just lose it? Did I just lose it? Am I losing? If this one is true, because it has to be true, then looking at these two, that makes this one false. That doesn't make this one false. If this one is false... Oh my god, this is a genius fucking puzzle, dude. This game is amazing. Okay. Do a 360, forget everything you just heard, and let's walk back to it. This is a great puzzle. One of them has to be true. One of them has to be false. Only one of them has a prize in it. This one, because it contains one of the basics of the game, only one is going to have a prize, has to be true. If this is true, then that means that one of these is true. No, sorry. That means that not both of them can be true. If this is true, this one has to be false. If this one has to be false, only one box is true, then that means that there are two true boxes, which means this one is also true, which means this one has the gems. Please. I didn't grab the key. Yep. Please. I'm undefeated. I'm going to be so sad the day I eventually lose one of these. But it ain't that day today. Let's freaking go. Let's go back. Let's go back and go through the other. We have so many footsteps. Let's go through the other way and start getting keys. Welcome to Mount Holly. No dates, right? No dates. I could use a key here. Let's do it. Easy early storeroom. Pin and pine, that's E. E for storeroom. The thing is, like, if the photos contain, let's think this through. If the photos contain a message or a clue or a something, then what would it signify? Because you only get these once you are in the room. E. I don't know. What could these letters signify? It's not like what's in the room because you are in the room, right? I mean, it could be something that is in the room that I have not figured out yet. That could be the thing. But I feel like we take Observatory here, even though I kind of hate Observatory. Bridge and broad G. We'll rotate some stuff. We're on 8. +1 key. We do not have +1 key. Do I need to click on these to get the key? I do. Okay. So I have not been doing that, but that does make sense. The last time we were in here, we didn't have we had the weird item, which sort of made it, which because of that, it made it clear to me that I had not clicked on the thing the first time, the constellation itself. That's good to know, I guess. I'd love to get to the right column. On the right column, for the parents playing along at home, she is back asleep. Let's go. The right column, let me get to my favorites, has good soil in the second. The right file has good soil in the second rank. Getting rid of corridor early seems a little dumb, though. We have so many gems. Getting security allows us to get the upgrade on the upgraded floor plan for sure, which is nice. Let's do that. Let's take the upgraded floor plan. It makes all of our future runs better. Hub. Bath and bat. That's what it is. Sorry, I'm just rereading these. Okay, just rereading. I'm just trying to reread everything. Just trying to have new eyes, you know? Just trying to see everything again for the first time. This is working super well for me. What do the fucking chess pieces mean, man? I don't know. Okay. Let's upgrade something. But first we are going to check state inventory. There's 10 coins back in the thing. There's 1 trunk back in the guest bedroom. Cool. We know those things. Main menu. Key card system. Unlocked an electric key card is currently operational. Settings. Okay. Trying to reread things. I've been hitting low here, right? Offline mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout. Okay, let's reapproach this part of the puzzle too. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on this day. We should set this to unlocked. Because if power goes out, security doors will be unlocked. I think it only means key card doors, so I don't think it unlocks the doors. But if we get utility closet, we can turn the power off. Security level should be low. But then I'm also sitting here and being like, if we had a key card, we would want it to be high. But we don't, so we want it to be low. But also, if we get the breaker box, utility closet, then it just determines the amount of doors. Then we want it to be high. So we need to come back to it if we get the thing and change it. Currently, we want it off because we want to be able to use... I hope I'm right on that. Oh, shit. I wasn't done, actually. Of course, it's a little bit deeper than I first thought, you know? Of course. So we want it to be... I think that all makes sense. I think everything I just said makes sense. We want to come back once we have either a key card or utility closet and change low to high. I think. As of November 4th, all work has been suspended. So I know there's something in here about this. As of November 4th, I think it's possible day 1 equals November 5th. Because day 1, we didn't see, I don't know. Do we arrive on day 1 after November 4? Because all the staff are gone? Are the staff here on November 4th and then not on the 5th? Is it the 7th? I'll write down all of these as possibilities. November 4th. They've said it twice now. I would like to place magnifying glasses constantly. Approve order. Okay. Then remote terminal access. This is none. Sure. I'm sorry, I'm just reminding myself how this all works. That's only office. Data transfers are down. Is that what that said? Yes. Is there anything in the glossary about the foundation? The underground? Anything like that? There was something about grounds, but... Okay. Let's go ahead and just upgrade our disk. I am a huge fan of upgrading disks, and I don't think I've done it particularly well yet. Okay, bunk room. Not a room I love, but we could make it a room we love. If you have exactly two of a specific type of room, double what you get. I am most likely to want to double keys or gems, I think. I can mostly go without buying stuff. I think either of these is real good. And I start with keys. So let's go with hallways. 2 hallways, get a bunk room. Floor plan's been successfully upgraded. Does that mean it's upgraded immediately? I don't actually know the answer to that. Also, that's a rhetorical question, just FYI. Still playing this game blind as hell. All right. We can get to the right-hand column here, which could be really nice. God, I'd love to go back to the lab again. We got to get power to the lab. Someday we'll solve that. We don't really need money, though. But we could get pantry out of the way. We got to go towards the right column. We have nothing on the right column. The right file. The game calls these ranked, so I kind of feel like I should call them files, you know? Nothing on the money? Friday. Before Friday. Friday. Next week. Damn it. Quote unquote next week. I need a calendar. I need a calendar. I need to see what days. We're looking at a C here, by the way. I need to see what days of the week. What year it is. I know what year it is. Am I meant to go back? Oh, this is insane. This is insane. Am I meant to go back to the year 1990? It's like 1993 or something, right? November 4th in 1993 was a Thursday. Does that matter? I don't know. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm losing it already. Courtyard would be amazing here. Let's go for the green room shit. On that note, on the note of me losing my mind, we're gonna stop this episode here because this run is going long enough that I think we'll do the second half of this run in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. We'll pick this up in the next episode. Bye.